Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I'm gonna be talking about Robotix figures, my favorite toy as a kid, going back some 36, 37, 38 years ago when I was a wee boy. I'm an old man. Very nice figures. And even by today's standard, the sculpting on these is actually really still quite nice, considering the technology they were using back then. Very nice figures. You can still pick them up very cheap on eBay, and the parts for making the machines of motors and whatnot, and the cockpits are really good, and the engines and some of the bits are really good for customization, customs even today. So it's worth checking those out on eBay and trying to get some bits and bobs. Okay, so as I recall, there were, I think, minimum 3 figures are released. There's some different color variations. There could have been 4 or 5 figures. It was by MB, Milton Bradley. It then got bought out by another American company, and they're producing them even up into the 2000s, I believe, but more an educational toy sort of for an educational toy purpose as opposed to just play purpose. So the figures are really cool. They are original 118, 3.75 inch scale. The only issue with them is compared to today's figures, and here is a Fusion, they are slightly short, as you can see. They are little people. Here will be assisted videos, which is a little bit of an issue. And if I use a Joy Toy Steel Legion, again, you can see they are very small. So even though they are compatible, if you've got maybe one, because people have different heights, having 2, 3, 4, 5 of your crew is going to look a bit strange because they're actually significantly shorter. Probably just like me, and I sound like 5'7" or 5'6.5". Height is important. So they are rather short. So what I've decided to do is also customize. Because if we look at a figure, these are 4 points of articulation, both the arms and both the legs. The heads don't turn, however, they do have visors which come up, and this one here on the my left is the coolest of his visors because it looks so cool. Voop, voop. And can you see the face sculpt there? It's really nice, even though there's no sort of inking there. And their backpacks are really nice. So you can see that this guy here has got a little backpack with a radio and this nice little microphone piece. And this guy's got either, that could be upside down for all I know, is either a welding sort of backpipe, a blowtorch backpipe, or it could be just like a plasma gun or flamethrower. Really cool figures. So I decided to customize them and try and improve on articulation and make them bigger. So I will take this guy off and just use this guy because I've been customizing a variant of him in blue. And I'll show you where I'm up to so far. So they split in 2 and they're hollow on the inside. So adding articulation to the head on this one is not recommended. Too much time, too difficult. However, on this one, it would be quite easy to do the head articulation, though you'd have to put the head back together. It's not that difficult, but this one's really hard, so I've not done the head. If you look inside here, I've put a hip joint from a Fortnite figure there, and I filled in the shoulder joint holes, so I can drill in and add a shoulder articulation for moving like that, as opposed to just forwards and backwards. Arms, I've not done the shoulders yet, but I've got the bicep, and he gets to 90 degrees. I've given the right hand gun articulation. It also twists at the bicep. Left hand, same. He gets maybe just a touch over 90 degrees. And I've given him wave articulation, but I could make both gun or both wave, or if I keep it as it is, they can change between those 2 articulation modes, but I'd rather have it fixed and it's more secure. But that's pretty nice. The legs I'm particularly proud of at the moment, and there's still work to go. And the reason why I'm proud is not because I've got a knee joint, they get over 90 degrees. It's not because he's got a ankle joint, which can go up and down, can turn, and I don't pop it out like I just did then. can twist side to side. It's because I've added a thigh swivel. Now there are several ways of doing a thigh swivel. Since I used, where's it gone? Yeah, since I used Fortnite hip pieces, I've put a Fortnite hip piece inside. I've hollowed out his leg, and then I filled it in with epoxy resin. Now I still need to sand this because it's not going to fit in completely here. So I need to sand the back of his butt a little bit, and I need to sand the back of this as well, so he's going to lose perhaps a bit of the pocket on the back there, and that means he's going to get slight outwards articulation, forwards, backwards as well, make him far better. But the issue is now is that his legs are going to be so long compared to his body. What do you guys think? Is that his legs too long? But height-wise, it's going to be perfect. Now, if I make his body bigger, he's going to be a bit taller, but that is really tough because if you look on the actual body, the ideal place to cut is just underneath this black part or above the black part here. Then you can add in waist articulation and make him a little bit taller perhaps. But if you look on the back, that black part intersects with the back part, backpack goes, and I want to keep the backpack. And I don't want to cut at an angle, so I'm thinking he might just be a very long-legged guy looking a bit strange. So I am working on this one, as well as the other custom of that big demon, dragon, Chat Mayfig or whatever. It's always good to work on two, because when you get stuck or bored with one, you just go to the other and then you keep swapping. So even you're procrastinating on one, he's still working on another. So you're constantly working. So it's a good tactic. So he is progressing nicely. He's going to be pretty cool. The other nice thing is because his arms have been extended to the wrist and elbow, his arms are long. In fact, he might be okay. Just attach long. What I could do is I could change the knees from double to single, and that will make him slightly shorter. So I might look into doing that. But I'll have to heat up the knees to pop out because these are, what's the word? Barbed. These are barbed or hooked pegs. So it'd be quite hard to pop out. I need to heat it up and pop it out. So I might look at doing a single joint instead. But I quite like a double joint. The only other thing I need to do on this is cover the knee area, build up downwards and upwards so the knee joint's not so visible, and still try and maintain that just over 90 degrees articulation. I will probably pop out and put a single knee joint in and see what articulation's like and then what its proportions are like and decide what to do from there. That's adding to him like, what, a centimetre? Almost half an inch in height, or half an inch easily with this and the ankle joint. The actual thigh joint doesn't add any height to him. In fact, he might add a millimetre or two, not a lot. I'm going from inches to millimetres. So he's coming along really nice. I'm really happy with the progress. I'm so happy the way that thigh twist turned out. So I was deliberating, do I put a thigh twist or not? I thought, just do it, you know, because part of the learning process. But I've got to sand this now across the back. The front should be, let's have a look. And a little bit on the front as well. And also maybe a bit more inside the crotch here. So there's more space for those thighs to fit. Didn't get articulation, but I need to sand it so he can get the range of motion on his joints. Great toys. I love these as a kid. These are my favourite toys as a kid, and I had loads of Transformers on it, but these are my favourite. Particularly because you could build machines with motors and spacecraft and space stations and motorized sort of dinosaurs. It was really, really cool. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. And check out my other videos, because there's loads of them for you guys to enjoy. Customizations, 1/18 scale, bigger scale, smaller scale, loads of reviews. Please check them out. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.